India is going green, but here's the shocking truth. Our emissions are still rising. So is India really on track for its climate goals? India is often praised for its climate commitment, and yes, there is real progress. Our emissions intensity has fallen by around 36% since 2005. That means we now emit less carbon for every unit of GDP we produce. India has also expanded non-fossil power rapidly: solar, wind, hydro and nuclear. Renewable capacity has crossed 200 gigawatts, so are we winning the climate fight? Not completely. Here is the critical truth. Intensity is falling, but total emissions are still rising. Because India's economy is growing fast, overall energy demand is increasing, and most of our electricity still comes from coal. This creates a gap between capacity and reality. We may have large renewable installations, but renewables still produce a much smaller share of actual electricity we need. Why? Because solar and wind are intermittent. They don't provide round the clock power like coal. Storage, transmission, and grid upgrades are still limited. Another major issue is base load power. More than 70% of India's electricity still comes from coal. So even with renewables growing, coal remains a backbone. Coal remains the backbone. Then comes the forest and carbon sink target. India has promised to create a carbon sink of 2.5 to 3 billion tons of CO2 by 2030. But official data already shows most of this target is close to being met on the paper. Yet definitions of forest cover and actual ecological equality remain debated. So what does this mean? India has made strong headline progress, but deep climate action requires more than targets. It needs faster renewable integration, massive investment in storage, better grid connectivity, and a clear roadmap to reduce coal dependence. The next few years are critical because the real test is not just are we greener per rupee, but are we cutting total emissions? India's climate journey is moving forward, but the hardest part is still ahead. So this is it for this news. Thank you.